Thank you for tuning in to the Houston Crokinole Championships, a Tier 3 National Crokinole Association event. This is the semifinal round, and in this bout we have on your left, Jamie Harter from the Point Crokinole Club, and on your right, Justin Frerich from Extra Pint Crokinole Dallas. Players will now volley to decide who has hammer, and it looks like Frerich has won. We'll see what he decides. Looks like Harter will be shooting first, and Frerich will take the first hammer of the match, a friendly handshake to start things off, and Harter with the blast. Now, Jamie Harter has had quite the run. He just won the Connecticut Crokinole Club Cup, placed second in the LC3 Fall Crokinole Invitational, and placed very well also in Maryland and the Brooklyn Crokinole Championships. We last saw Justin Frerich, I believe, in the Dallas Crokinole tourney, where he placed fifth, just missing the cutoff for the semifinal round. Nice 20 from Harter, getting the first 20 of this match. This is a race to 7 points, a winner. We'll move on to the finals match to face the winner of the other semifinal bout. Nice backboard for Frerich here, which he converts on. Very nice. Exactly halfway through our shots, 120 for each player. Pressure somewhat on Harter in this match, but keeping it on with a 20, and Frerich lips out, leaving a somewhat heavy hanger for Harter here. Able to convert nonetheless, now up 2 in the 20s cup. Justin trying to catch up, but at this point he will need a mistake out of Harter. A mistake that Harter is not giving at this point. I believe the best Frerich can do is tie, and I think that actually does it. Harter will be taking the first 2 points of this match. And he score 2-0. Frerich going for it, but shot inconsequential. We'll see some nice highlights. We see that 20 with the off. Backboards from Frerich. He put up a very good fight in this match, but Jamie just a little bit ahead at the end of the round. Going into round 2, this tournament is hosted by the Extra Pint Crokinole Club in Houston, Texas. If you want to learn more about this club, go to the link in the description below. We are tied up in the 20s cup. Harter with hammer in the second round. Up 2 points currently on the scoreboard. Neither player making a mistake. We're seeing their strength in the open 20s. How players will proceed will depend highly on who misses first. Harter going long. Frerich is playing against a hammer, so he will want to be careful not to be too offensive here. Most likely to keep play back. Very nicely done. Harter with not many options but to catch a post. Staying in the area. Now Frerich for the rest of this round will be content to either keep play just to the backside of the 15 region, or if he can, pull play all the way back to his side of the board. Harter doing a good job though, working play closer to the middle. He's hoping for a mistake out of Frerich here. We'll see if Frerich is able to roll away or not. Okay, he tries to roll, pushes a bit forward. Not an easy 20 opportunity here for Harter by any means, but there is a potential touch 20 at this spot. Harter unable to convert. Play firmly on Frerich's side of the post. Frerich will be very content just to hit and stay over there. Harter forced to peel if he wants any shot at bringing this round back to his side. But yeah, he's going to need a mistake out of Frerich to even tie. Harter could get something of a follow-through 20 off of this, but that's his only shot. And if he misses, the round will go to Frerich, now tying it up on the scoreboard, 2-2 now for each player. Harter coming up short, Frerich with hammer. We will see what Frerich does with this leave. Frerich content to hit and stick in that area, not giving Harter an easy leave by any means. Harter almost able to follow through, but sets up Frerich with a nice backboard up the left side. Frerich unable to convert, leaving a heavier hanger for Harter now. We should see an aggressive battle over the center. With it being so close, both players will be wanting a 20 to get up on their opponent. Certainly more important for Jamie, but oh, Frerich really makes that hurt. And with the hammer advantage too, that Having that 120 up is huge right now. Harter will be looking for a mistake out of his opponent now, but we've seen the strength of 20s on both sides, so it will be maybe unlikely to see a mistake that will really get Harter back in this round. 2 in 2 in the 20s cup. Frerich coming up short, giving Jamie the mistake he needs. He doesn't get the off with it, though, so if Frerich can drain a 20 here, unable to, but this isn't a bad position for Frerich by any means. Jamie giving another backboard opportunity. Frerich able to convert, tying it up in the cup. Absolutely nothing Jamie can do here. Best he can do, he hits and sticks, has it somewhat posted. But yeah, Frerich can just roll up there, gets the off. Now ahead on the scoreboard, 4-2 for Justin Frerich. We see that beautiful follow through. And notice here, while this was a nice 20 from Jamie, he was unable to get the off. So on this final shot, he was kind of left on the outside. Going into round 4, this video coverage is provided by Tracey Boards, the official board builders for the World Crokinole Championships. If you want your own crokinole board, go to traceyboards.com today. Frerich right now up 120 in the cup, playing against the hammer, so that is a good start to have. But Jamie going for the 20 there, not quite able to convert. Frerich will be most likely happy to just get play away from the center. He doesn't need to play offensively. He might be looking at the 20 opportunity there. Now, getting up 2 in the cup right now would be huge, but he's already up 1, and that's really all the advantage you need. But, oh, Frerich leaves a backboard for Jamie. Could be beneficial, although Frerich is probably able to perform a bump and run here. I'm just not sure what the best angle for that is. It's slightly off center, so he can't go at it directly. And since they're tied in the cup, Frerich definitely wants the 20. The other thing to consider is he doesn't want to leave an opportunity for Harter on his next shot, and that does it. That was gorgeous. He just barely taps it and then rolls his shooter away right in front of the post. Harter's going to have a tough time getting that off. And now Harter is at a disadvantage in the 20s cup. So while he does have the hammer, he has quite a bit of work to do. That was a very nice 20 shot from Frerich right there. That was S-tier Crokinole strategy. Oh, Harter losing his shooter, and Frerich with 3 discs on the board. Now up 2 20s in the cup. I think this round is pretty much sealed. There's not much Harter can do at this point. I don't think he's mathematically out of it, but Harter on these last 2 shots is going to have to clean up the board and get 2 20s to even tie. Okay, he gets a 20, closing the distance ever so slightly, but Frerich with that seals the round. Harter opting not to take his final shot. You'll notice he had 1 more shot left, just decided not to take it. And yeah, that's because, that last shot would not have mattered. So Frerich now up on the scoreboard, 6-2. Frerich is 1 point away from the 7-point goalpost, which means there's a lot of pressure on Harter, because if Frerich even ties the round, he will win the match and move on to the finals round. So Harter needs some mistakes out of Frerich here, but Frerich with a very strong 20s game. Oh, perhaps I jinxed him because he comes up short. Harter unable to get the 20 or the off. Frerich does have hammer right now, so if he can deal with that disc on the board, he'll still be in a good position. Oh, yeah, he rammed that into a post and lost his own shooter. Jamie here at a strong advantage, 2 discs on the board, up 20. He is playing against a hammer, so I wouldn't say Harter is comfortable right now, but we'll see what Frerich is able to do. Lines up that double. That was beautiful. Still down to 20, and now Harter will most likely be trying to pull play back. At the very least, keeping it there. That's nice. Frerich doesn't have many options but to catch a post. What Frerich's going to be trying to do is to pull play closer back to the center hole so that he has an opportunity at a 20. But Harter, you see, is doing a great job just hitting and sticking, keeping play far, far away from any easy 20 opportunities. Frerich able to bounce back, pulling play ever so slightly, but again, Harter just hitting and sticking. He could keep the rest of the round right here. Ooh, Frerich loses his shooter. Harter can seal this round with a 20, which he does. Harter will be going up on the scoreboard, bringing a score 6-4 now, still in Frerich's favor, but Harter making some headway on the board. We see that nice double, but it wasn't quite enough. Now Harter will have hammer in this round. Both players have clearly found their open 20s range, as we're seeing open 20 shooting that we typically see at a Tier 1 tournament amongst the top players. I'm very impressed with how strong the open 20s have been in this tournament in particular. We see both players now about to be 3-3. Still haven't seen a mistake from either player. Oh, Frerich coming up short. And Harter, 4 for 4 now on 20s, halfway to a perfect round. Be quite the statement to be coming back from a 6-2 disadvantage against the opponent to tie it all up with that. We could actually be seeing this as Harter. Now, 6 for 6 on shots, 2 away from a perfect round. Are we going to see it? Frerich's doing a great job keeping up, but he needs a mistake out of Harter, and he's not getting it. The best Frerich can do is tie this round. Oh, lipping out, and that might have taken the perfect round from Jamie. Jamie didn't go for the perfect round there, but he got 7 out of his 8 shots. That is quite the statement. Coming back from a 4-point deficit to tie it up on a round like that, that's saying, hey, I'm still in this, and let's have a proper match. We're now 6-6. Whoever wins this round will be moving on to the finals. And we still haven't seen a mistake on the 20s out of Harter. This is quite impressive. Frerich putting up a great battle as well. Now again, Jamie Harter is from the Point Crokinole Club out of Wisconsin. And he's been doing great so far this NCAA tour. One of the up-and-coming players. This is his first time in the National Crokinole Association Tour. I believe he had his first tournament at the Brooklyn Crokinole Championships. Now with play on the outside, up a 20. We are over halfway through our bullets, and we need something big out of Justin Frerich if he wants to bring this round back in his favor. But Harter not giving him any opportunities, sticking nicely between the posts there. Frerich, I don't think has any option other than to go for the follow-through. Yeah, he was definitely going for it, but catches a post. Harter could be putting the nail in the coffin here. That all but does it. Frerich keeping up, but if Jamie drains this last open 20, that's it. And Jamie Harter has done it. He'll be moving on to the finals round yet again. Fantastic match between these two players, but Jamie Harter will be the one to move on to the finals round of the Houston Crokinole Championships. Thank you again for watching. Make sure to tune in as we will be dropping the finals match from the LC3 Fall Crokinole Invitational as well as the Ontario doubles very shortly, so make sure to stay tuned for that as well as the rest of the coverage from this tournament. My name is Garret Tracey from Tracey Boards, and make it a great day.